The Department of Public Service says, contrary to what is being reported in some sections of the media, the majority of Guyanese studying in Cuba have indicated their willingness to remain there and continue their studies. Prominent Secretary of the Department, Grogan, said some light on the situation.
According to P.S. Grogan, based on feedback from the Student Affairs Officer in Cuba, majority of the Guyanese students plan to remain there and welcomed the support by the government. The Permanent Secretary dismissed erroneous information being peddled in some sections of the media, claiming that Guyanese students want to return home from Cuba.
In terms of the COVID-19 pandemic, 80% of the students would prefer to remain in Cuba and have the hampers that the government has decided to send to the students instead of coming home. This is primarily the case of the sixth-year medical students and the postgraduate students. They are not very happy or very keen on leaving their studies at this juncture to come home with an indefinite period, not knowing when and if they will ever be able to complete their program. As we speak, schools are not physically open, but they are doing a lot of work online. They are being provided with a lot of materials from the university so they can be studying in their rooms.
P.S. Grogan noted that a number of students have expressed their dissatisfaction with these articles.
They are not very happy with the issuing of the letter, the publishing of the letter in the newspapers. Some of them even said that it was not very fair for the students to publish something like that in the newspapers instead of getting advice from the Department of Public Service and the Guyana Embassy.
Meantime, Minister of Public Service, the Honorable Tabitha Sarabu Hali, said those articles does not accurately describe the sentiments of a majority of the students. She said her department believes that some mischief is afoot, since the articles give the impression that the government is not interested in the well-being of Guyanese studying abroad.
When the COVID-19 virus started in China, we decided on and maintained a certain line of action, despite disagreements from many. But to date, the students who remained are pleased now that they did not leave, as China is opening up and school will recommence shortly. It was recognized that other forms of assistance would be required at this time, and we are working to send hampers to all 77 students, both fully funded and self-funded, who are currently in Cuba.
The minister reassured that the coalition government will continue to seek updates from the Student Affairs Office in Cuba as it relates to the students' well-being. For InfoHub, I am Kellon Rover.